Scorpio, hi. So this is going to be a reading for January 22nd through the 28th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended at the end of the video. You can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Scorpio. Bam. Okay, the overall energy for the reading, the Fool. I mean, you seem to be open energetically in a particular direction. You're kind of like, I'm ready to go. Let's go. Let's do this. You know? Energetically speaking. Mentally speaking, let's see. In the recent past, the Eight of Swords, the Temperance card, the Knight of Cups. You've been working on that. On that whole mentally roller coastery kind of a situation that most of us have going on, you know, one way or another throughout our lives. I see you working on it, you know, catching yourself when you get up here and get stuck in your head, and you're doing better with that by the looks of it. You're kind of giving me a sense of, yeah, practice makes perfect. I caught myself a few times in there, and yeah, it's good. We're doing good. Okay. However, it's still present, you know, that whole chatter in your mind at times. And right now, in the current situation, you get the Two of Swords, the High Priestess, the Page of Wands. There's something that you're leaning towards. There's something that you feel passionate about. You feel like, oh my God, this looks so good. Let me go in that direction. You know, intuitively, you're like, okay, let's go. Everything about that situation is drawing you in like crazy, whatever situation that is. And you still have some overthinking in the way. You still have the mind coming in and saying, are you sure you want to go there? You sure? Meanwhile, energetically speaking, everything aligns for you to go in that direction. Your intuition is there, your sense of curiosity, your passion, pretty much everything. And then comes your mind and plants the seeds of doubt, you know. In the immediate future, the Lovers, the Moon, the Seven of Pentacles. You're showing me a connection that's very, very important. And you're also showing me a very weird energy attached to this one, in a good way. Weird in a good way. You're giving me a sense of things are working out, but I have no idea how. I have no idea how either for now, but okay, we'll just kind of leave it at that. Let's see. Let me do the Fool. Oop. The Ace of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the Magician. Man, this is good energy. Whew. Where did this come from, Scorpio? What'd you do? Well, you definitely took some time for yourself there. You worked on yourself quite a bit to come up with this energy. You're manifesting love. You're manifesting quite a nice energy, and you're also showing up in it in the sense of, if I wouldn't know you and I would see this energy manifesting to the universe, I can almost see the manifestation coming through immediately in how you're showing up here in this manifestation. Man, this feels good. And I look at those Eight of Swords, Two of Swords, and I'm like, that's in the way. That's what's not allowing for this manifestation to come through immediately. But I feel like it's still gonna come through because it's too powerful to not. Okay. Let me do the Eight of Swords in the recent past. Six of Pentacles, the Temperance card, the Ten of Cups. Overthinking here. There's love that you want. There's equal give and take. You're actually patient about it too. So these are kind of a general energies that you're heading towards in a particular situation. And there seems to be like a natural flow to it, like this is what I want, and it looks like what I'm dealing with is kind of getting me there, so everything's fine. And then something happens and you start complicating things from your mind. You start questioning it, maybe. You start running out of patience because you're not there yet, and you're like, I kind of want to be there already because I'm tired of waiting. Who knows? Who knows how? But you're on the right path there towards happiness, and then things start getting very complicated very fast in your mind. Let me do the Temperance card. The Ten of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, and then you start doubting that the path that you're on is right, because it's all of a sudden everything becomes very, very difficult, very hard. You know? Like, where is my happiness? I thought I was heading right in its direction, right? Like, where I'm not seeing it, and I don't think it's there. I think this is not the right path for me to reach that happiness. I didn't. So definitely a whole lot of doubting shows up, which makes the path feel very hard to walk on, which makes you feel very doubtful. Let me do the Knight of Cups. The Eight of Wands, the Tower, the Four of Pentacles. At some point, it feels like anything you try is just not working out, you know. As long as you're convincing yourself sometime during this path you're traveling on, as long as you're convincing yourself that you're not on the right path here, you're kind of bringing that energy with you. And no matter how great the energies you're bringing in are, this path is still not going to feel like it's the right one for you. So it becomes difficult, and then it becomes even more difficult and more difficult. Oh, man. Let's do the Two of Swords in the current situation. The Seven of Cups, the Ten of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles. Alright, so you're giving me a sense of moving on. Being like, you know what? If this path doesn't work out, I'll just start another one right here. And I'll set it up in whichever way I want. And it'll be great. And it'll be fun. And it'll be cool if all of that were true. But you're doubting like no tomorrow. You didn't even start on this new path that you want to take here. And you're already questioning it. You're not trusting it. You're not trusting yourself on this path. You're definitely under an energy of, okay, you know what? Whatever happened there in the past, on that path, we're done with that. We're starting anew. But, again, you didn't even make your first step yet. And there's so much overthinking at play. Let's do the High Priestess. There's a lack of trust somewhere there. There's a lack of trust in self and a lack of trust in the universe. That you can... So let's say this is the path you were on. It's canceled. You're not going there anymore. Scratch that. We're starting a new one here. We're starting from scratch. Like, there's nothing here. I'm just making it as I go. Oh, but what if... I don't know. What if this... universe, you sure this is the right one? Am I doing this right? Like, I don't know. Okay. If you have questions about this one and you doubt it and you don't trust anything or anyone in there, start a different one here. Do you think it's going to be different? Because it comes from you. It's you that's starting off these directions, these, you know, all the time. So starting from that perspective all the time is going to make any path look like it's not the right one. Or like it's, I don't know. And I'm telling you from where I'm standing, any path you choose is the right one. It's just a matter of how you approach it, how you start on it. And that freaking trust in the universe that that is your path, you know? Interesting here. Let's do the High Priestess, the King of Cups, the Devil, the Hierophant. You don't trust your heart either. You're giving me a sense of my heart is always getting me into trouble. You know? I always get attached to these dysfunctional, whatever, distorted kinds of energies of love, and it's not. No, I can't trust my heart. Well, make it in such a way that you can trust it. What about your heart can't you trust? You know, it was always drawn towards these distorted kinds of energies. Why? What makes it go there? Clean it up, you know? Try to look in that direction. Don't be like putting your heart that made choices in the past on a future path, because that doesn't work. You know, do you want to start fresh? Do you want to start from scratch? So does your heart. You can't bring it in with, well, you know, my heart always got me into trouble. That implies that it's going to get you into trouble on any new path you take, unless you start from scratch. Go there with an open heart, clean heart, and see what happens. Without the preconception of, it's going to get me into trouble. For the Page of Wands, in the current situation, you get the Seven of Wands, the Justice card, the Four of Swords. You're trying to keep yourself balanced, to keep yourself in the present as much as possible. But you have this very interesting quality. I would say it's a quality in the way it shows up here about you. You have this sense of curiosity. Which you might say even about that it gets you into trouble, you know? Because there's that, let's say, you know, you're just going about your day, you're just doing this, and something catches your attention, something catches your eye somewhere. It's like, oh man, that feels so nice, so good, so I'm feeling drawn towards this, and I don't even know why. And it's like, and it almost feels like a distraction, because you were going about your day, you were doing this, that, and the other, and whatever catches you here, it's pulling you towards it, just because it's coming from an honest place of you being drawn towards whatever the hell. And to me, that's a quality. That's you're paying attention. You know, it's not a distraction. You're going about your day, you're doing your thing, and you already know what that's about. It's almost like a robotic kind of okay, yeah, you're going to work, great. You know your way to work, great. Are you paying attention on what's the road to your way to work? Most times we're not. And when we finally do, and something draws us in that direction, we feel like, oh, wait a minute, I'm being pulled away from my routine, my life. Are you really? Or are you paying attention, you know, around you and in front of you? So you're kind of coming in a little bit against that quality. I see it as a quality. You may see it as a distraction. You may see it as something that gets you into trouble. I see it as a quality. I mean, you're still working on yourself. You're definitely a work in progress here. And you're looking at all of these as you enter or try to create a new path for yourself to enter. You keep on pointing out towards things that my heart is going to get me into trouble. My sense of curiosity or being passionate about something is going to get me into trouble. My this, that, and that. It all depends on how you look at it. You know? If you see all of these things as distractions or just things that are going to weigh you down, your heart is never going to weigh you down. You need your heart with you. So if you think it has some sort of a attraction towards distorted energy, go check out your heart. See why it does that, and talk to it and say, hey, what are we doing here? You know, like, let's not do that anymore. There's ways around these things, but like pushing against things that in all actuality might be qualities. I don't know. What are you taking with you then? You know? if not you, with everything you got. For the lovers, in the immediate future, you get the King of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the Queen of Wands. Ooh, what is this, Scorpio? What is this? This is a perfect, perfect, perfect match. Hold on. Let me do the moon. The Wheel of Fortune, the Nine of Wands, the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so hold on. Let's finish it up and then we'll talk about it. But I kind of get a sense that I know what it's about. Let's do the Seven of Pentacles, the Star, the Empress, the Five of Wands. Okay. This looks like a situation that's coming together. It's looking like it's a situation that's coming together from a place where there was no chance in hell that this would ever come together. This could be somebody you've known or you've known for a while. They're attached to a Sense of Pentacles there, so maybe attached to work, a project you got going on. I don't know who this is. Maybe a friend, who knows. But it's looking like something is forming here. And it's not forming in such a way that you see it directly, like you're like, oh yeah, them, I know, yeah, we're falling in love. Yay, great. Not in that way. It's pretty subtle. Where you just wake up one day and you're like, you look at that person that you used to view in a way of, ew, and you're like, huh, what's going on here? You know, kind of looks like that a little bit. And then you argue with yourself about it because you're like, what's going on? I don't know what's going on. Maybe you're working through these energies and now you're going, you know, from a place of trust rather than, oh yeah, my heart is going to get me into trouble because it did that in the past. Oh yeah, my sense of curiosity towards things that are real is going to get me into trouble. No, maybe you're just going with things. And your perception is changing. So your perception not only over things is going to change, but over people possibly too. So I don't know. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. Something coming together in a very shadowing kind of an energy where you're not going to see it happen. It's looking pretty nice for me, at least. Let me see what the universe has to close this off. The Page of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, the Hierophant. Yeah, you're heading in a good direction, you know. You're not there yet where you would feel it, but you're heading in a good direction. A lot of it is tied up to a sense of stability, a sense of work for you. So it feels like a lot of these energies are revolving around work, close to home, something around that. But you're doing good here. You just are pointing out towards some things that you're convinced that you've worked on and that you've got a handle on that. I would invite you to open up, broaden up your perspective a little bit, because it's a matter of how you take things here, how you perceive things. And if you choose to perceive this energy as getting you into trouble for paying attention to things that are happening around you, to me, that's a quality. It's not a, ew, no, I shouldn't do that. You know, it's distracting me from my day-to-day life. Oh, the day-to-day life that normally we would complain about, it's boring. It's like, ooh, we're robots. We're doing... And then you have this energy that's like, oh, nice, look at that, you know? I didn't see that, and I've been going to my job every day for 20 years, and I never noticed that. Whatever. Yeah, who knows? Okay, so that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.